Hello friends. So this is yet another chapter in this lecture series of essay writing. Today we are going to discuss the first essay of the second section, section B, UPSC 2025. So let me help you out in identifying the UPSC essay. UPSC 2025 essay lecture series. Today's essays is section B. We already discussed 4 essays of section A. If you haven't watched those videos, you should watch those videos because that will help you in understanding the whole lecture series, and you will really enjoy watching all the essay topics, essay series, because we have discussed 3 important skills which are very much essential and required for writing a good essay and score a very good marks, right? So today is essay number 5. Muddy water is best cleared. Muddy water is best cleared by living alone. The inspiration has been taken from the nature. So this is today's essay topic that we will be discussing, we will be identifying, we will be analyzing this essay on 3 important skills apart from other skills which are required for writing essay. The first such skill is interpretation of the essay. Second such important is generating ideas or thesis. And the third is examine or analysis, right? So today we will be discussing this important essay topic. The muddy water is best cleared by living alone. Its interpretation is very much important because unless you interpret the essay topic in its best possible interpretation, the examiner won't be able to understand that whether you understood the meaning of essay topic or not. This is very much required from your part that you inculcate all these 3 important skills when you start writing your essays. Interpretation is the first and the foremost skills which is required for understanding the essay, and then after that you need to generate ideas. You can only generate coherent ideas when you interpret the essay topic in its best possible manner. And after that you will see that how the information which you already acquired, how you will use that information for supporting your ideas or the thesis, right? So today's essay is muddy water is best cleared by living alone. So let's try to go with first skills which is required for writing a good essay or scoring more than 130 marks. So let's interpret the essay topic. Muddy water is best cleared by living alone. This topic is inspired by nature. Inspiration comes from nature. Inspired by nature. You know, when you live natural dirty things, just live them their own way, what happens? The natural processes start where the decomposition of all the which is there in the muddy water, or you can say in any natural area or natural region. If something of the nature of dead. It was living part, but now it is dead. When it is left alone, it decomposes by the natural forces or the natural mechanisms, where fungi and bacteria act as a decomposer and decompose the organic material, because this is the natural process through which you recycle the nutrients of the nature. So here the muddy water is basically, yes, this inspiration can also come from here. When you leave rivers flow with their own flow, you don't use any artificial dams, you do not use any barriers for controlling the flow of water. If you control the flow of water, what happens? All these sediments come into it and they start accumulating. And because of lot of dust is also accumulating, because you put a barrier in the path of the river. So what happens? The purity of water is actually degrades. You know, when you will see such where you will see such barriers to the water, what happens? All the dust, all the particles, suspended particles in the water, stones, small particles, they left suspended in the water, and they are actually occupied a very fixed region, where they start accumulating again and again and again and again, and over a period of time, what happens? The original quality of water is degraded. Now you cannot see the water as a crystal clear, because water always originates in the form of crystal clear. When you will see where from the glaciers the water is very pure. So you just imagine that a person is like a crystal clear until and unless the person comes into the company of or under the company of bad people. So this is same thing. This is very much same thing. This is the flow of river. This is the flow of river, and you put a barrier dam over here. This is a dam, because you want to control the flow of water. So you want to control, because downstream areas are very much dependent upon the water, and you want to store water because you do not want this fresh water to let go into the oceans, so that we can use it for various purposes like irrigation, for drinking, for many purposes. Even the factories are also there, you know, industrial areas. So when you stop this water, so all these sediments coming from the respective rocks, because water is coming from the rocks only, and through which it also carries some particles which are suspended in the water. So over a period of time, what happens? The quantity of sediments increases. This makes the water muddy. So what is the solution for it? To address this problem of the water, what is the solution? You should let the water flow. You should not stop the water, because water will over a period of time correct all the let go these all particles through its flow, and then you will see that the quality of water is improving. At this point of the time, the quality of water is degraded. So when you see the water is flowing with its own flow, Nirmal Dhara, you call it in Nirmal Dhara, then water will purify itself. So this is the natural process. Now consider this part as the human's mind. When this mind comes under the company of bad people, so these bad things come into the individual. All these bad things come to the individual. So here at this point of the time, what is the solution for this man to eradicate or to do away with all these bad things? Is to do self-reflection, self-awareness, etc., etc. What is inside an individual? Because here the water is purifying itself with its own process. The water, see that water purified itself. Nobody else can purify the water. Water has this strength, this capacity to purify itself. In this way, if you apply this process, this inspiration from the nature to the humans, the human has capacity to purify itself, as to come out of all the bad things. But the condition is that you should leave this person, you should leave this water to work on its own. If you do not allow this person to work on its own, so nothing bad can be removed from the water, nothing bad can be removed from the individual. The condition is that the person must be lead free, the water must be lead free. Then you can see that this bad things, this contamination is purified, is removed from the individual entity through its own process. And this process here is self-reflection, self-awareness, self-control, liberty, etc., etc. Here the water is given liberty. After the dam is removed, the water is given liberty. Then only the water was able to clear of the muddy water. This is the inspiration has come from the nature, and this is most important. This is another very important essay topic from the UPSC. I think it is not coming properly. Let me cross check it. Yes, now it is coming properly. So this is the beauty of essay topics taken up by the UPSC, which is directly impacting an individual. Here now you can talk about the public administration. Now you can talk about the public administration if you want to see that. The public administration. Public administration. If you do not let it free within its own rules and procedures, and if you put a pressure from the political interference, so you will see that the public representatives or the civil servants won't be able to work freely, won't be able to achieve the good governance, won't be able to achieve the ethical governance. The political interference, the political executive interference is okay only when you have written orders. But if you are just putting a call to the respective civil servant that this work should be done within the time frame, otherwise we will not let you. You can just connect with the case of Maharashtra, where the deputy chief minister was talking to the respective IPS officer, and the officer was asking the chief minister's respective questions. You can watch that video. But on the other side, over the phone, the chief minister can be heard that the chief minister was saying that I will take action against you. So this is possibly a case of a political interference where the public administrators are not free to take actions. So how they will ensure good governance or the ethical governance? So this is the one such issue we can relate with this essay topic. To understand this essay topic, we can illustrate this diagram, or can understand it, that if any control comes to the respective public administration, the officer won't be able to work freely, or the liberty, or the under the rules and procedures which are given under the Constitution of India or various civil services rules. So thereby they won't be able to achieve the good governance or the ethical governance. Now you see that this is the how this essay topic relates it with. This is the freedom to civil servants to work within the rules and procedures, and that conscience is affected by the political interference. This is where the civil servants won't be able to do self-control, won't be able to maintain temperance, won't be able to show courage, won't be able to show the wisdom possible in this case because the political interference is affecting self-control, wisdom, courage, knowledge, everything. So this is the importance of this essay topic, that you should interpret this essay topic in this way only. So this is the best possible interpretation of the essay topic. Muddy water is best cleared by living alone. You cannot clear this muddy water. You have to leave it alone. This is the opportunity that you give liberty to it, that you give freedom to it, that you give time to it, to do self-reflection, to do self-control, etc., etc. This is the importance of essay topic. You have to explain this to the examiner in very first paragraph of the essay topic. If you are not able to explain to the examiner that this is the essay topic, then it is something very problematic for you, that if you are not able to explain to the examiner that what I understood of the essay topic. You can also counter this. The beauty of essay is that you can also counter this. Muddy water is best cleared by living alone. You can also counter it that no, muddy water requires the external solution. If it is not possible for individual to do self-reflection, if it is not possible for individual to do work freely with liberty, then you need to provide assistance. Then you need to provide solution to it. This is also the moral responsibility of the humans. So the moral duty of the humans, according to the Immanuel Kant, that you should do your moral duty, that if it is your duty to take action, then you should take action. If you can assist somebody, can help somebody to overcome some bad things, that is also one way. So not all the time muddy water is best cleared by living alone. Sometimes you need help, right? So this is the interpretation of the essay topic, right? Let's see second such skills which is required for writing at least six dimensions. Essay topic, you are required to have 6 such dimensions for your essay topic. The first one I gave, the public administration within political frame, public administration. You can use various theories under the public administration, right? You can use Simons, you can use Taylor for writing thesis, your essay. You can talk about ethics, ethical ethics. You can talk about social aspect, freedom of individual, liberty of individual, control through various laws, rules, regulations. You are controlling your citizens, so thereby they should not come into conflict with the fundamental rights. So you can take all the cases which are in conflict with the fundamental rights. The Keshav Nanda Bharti case, Keshav Nanda Bharti case. So many dimensions you can do. You can also call agriculture, society, right? Ethics, moral frameworks. You can connect with Mahatma Gandhi ji. Right? So this way you can interpret your essay topic and can write the essays. You can write various theses. Under public administration, as I talked about the good governance, here you can connect with ethical governance, right? As I gave you the example of it, you can take environment, dam, cloudburst, solution can be provided, can be addressed through this philosophy, the moral philosophy, which is given in the essay topic. So many such dimensions, many areas, many examples, lot of data you already have. You can take from the concept of cloudburst. You can connect with the climate change, etc., etc. Paris Agreement, IPCC, etc., etc. So these are very three important skills which are required for writing a good essay and scoring at least 130 marks, right? So this is for today. The muddy water is best cleared by leaving it alone. Now I leave you alone with this thought process, with these three skills, that you practice them, you inculcate these skills, you assess yourselves, you evaluate yourself, and let it see that, or if you evaluate through the proper mentor, through proper faculty, that will be more helpful for you. So now it is for you to come out of this muddy water that you have a fear of essay writing. I think the fear of essay writing is just a myth. By through practice, proper practice, you can come over it. And definitely when you give time to yourself, writing essays, practicing these skills, you will be clearing your muddy water. Thank you very much for today on the platform of the Feedback IAS. I hope to see you very next such essay of this section B, the essay number 6. Thank you.